If you're running a business or a side hustle right now, you need to know how to send an invoice. My name is Charlie, and I'm a business owner and serial entrepreneur. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to create an invoice step by step using invoice templates and QuickBooks AI invoice generator, which I personally use for my recruiting business, my media company, even back when I was doing real estate and had my own agency. But first things first. What is an invoice? Super simple. It's just a formal way of asking your client to pay you. It says who owes you, what they owe you for, and how much. Back when I was doing freelance tutoring, I'd send out these basic Word doc invoices, and it was hard keeping track of who paid me and who didn't. Later on, I switched to QuickBooks and I started doing grad photography, and it saved me time, helped keep my books organized for my taxes, and made me look way more professional for clients. This professionalism isn't just about appearances. It builds trust with your clients and can even lead to faster payments. Remember, a clear and organized invoice signals that you run a professional operation. Also, just a quick tip, always itemize what you're charging for. If you're charging for 3 hours of work, write that. If there's a tax or discount, put that too. If there's a materials fee, put that in there. A well laid out invoice shows your client exactly what they're paying for. QuickBooks does this automatically, so you never leave anything off accidentally. Transparency in pricing builds strong client relationships and prevents misunderstandings later on. It's a core principle of good business communication. Now, with every invoice, you need a unique number so you can track it easily. I'd start with something like 001, 002, or use a date like this. I recommend to just keep it consistent. If you use QuickBooks, it auto-numbers your invoices for you, so you don't need to think about this. Consistency in your invoicing system is key for efficient record keeping, especially as your business grows. This kind of approach helps you stay organized for tax season and ensures that you can easily look up past transactions. Now let's talk about something called a proforma invoice. This is basically a pre-invoice you send when a client needs to see an estimate before officially working with you. Back in my real estate days, I'd use proforma invoices when a client needed to know what everything would cost before we lock things in. It's not a payment request though. It's more like, hey, here's what it's going to cost. Then once the work is done, you send them the real invoice. Understanding the difference between these financial documents is crucial for clear communication with clients and proper accounting. It helps manage client expectations and ensures you're not prematurely recording revenue. Very quickly, here's the difference between a commercial invoice and a proforma invoice. A commercial invoice is issued after the work is done, telling the client exactly what they owe and how to pay. Think of it as your official request for payment. A proforma invoice is issued before the work is started. Its purpose is more like an estimate, helping a customer decide if they want to move forward with a purchase. And from an accounting perspective, only the commercial invoice is recorded as an actual payment you're due. Let's talk about what goes in an invoice. You need your business name and contact, the invoice number, the date you're issuing the invoice, the date the services or products were delivered, your client's name, what you're charging them for, how much, payment terms, and how they can pay you. Payment terms are especially important when you want to prevent overdue invoices. Whether your payment is due on receipt, net 15, or net 30, it lets your client know when your payment is expected. Clearly defined payment terms are a cornerstone of healthy cash flow for any business. Don't leave payment expectations up to assumption. Explicitly state them to avoid delays and financial strain. It's a big topic, so you can learn more about payment terms in my next video. Side note, QuickBooks has free invoice templates in PDF, Word, and spreadsheets that you can download here or here. And here's something a lot of people skip, customizing your invoice. You want to make sure it looks clean, so add your logo, use brand colors, and make it professional. Back when I first started my recruiting business, I made sure my invoices looked good because it leaves a good impression and clients take you more seriously. A professional looking invoice reinforces your brand identity and contributes to a positive client experience. It's a subtle but effective way to build trust and legitimacy. If you want to make it even easier, QuickBooks has a free AI invoice generator. You don't need to sign up. All you do is plug in your details, customize the invoice, and then download in a few minutes. Leveraging AI tools like this can significantly boost your efficiency, allowing you to focus on core business activities rather than administrative tasks. It's all about working smarter, not just harder. Sending the invoice is just the first step. Following that, you want to make sure you get paid. Here are some tips to keep track of sent invoices. Use an invoice tracking spreadsheet to stay up to date on sent invoices and payments received. I use QuickBooks Payments for this, so they automatically track this for me. Proactive invoice tracking is essential for maintaining healthy cash flow. Don't just send and forget, actively monitor your outstanding invoices. Use an accounting software like QuickBooks that automatically records the status of your invoices to keep your books organized. Implementing accounting software is a fundamental business practice that simplifies financial management, reduces errors, and provides real-time insights into your business's financial health. Remember when I talked about invoice number earlier? Label each invoice with an invoice number so you can easily keep track of new and recurring payments. Now, you may be wondering, aren't invoices and receipts the same thing? They're actually two different things because an invoice asks for payment, whereas a receipt confirms the payment was made. You need your invoice to get paid, and once payment comes in, you can send a receipt so you and your client both have records. Understanding the legal and accounting distinctions between these documents is vital for proper financial record keeping for both you and your clients. This ensures compliance and provides clarity in your transactions. I highly recommend using QuickBooks for creating, sending, and tracking invoices. The really cool part about them is if a client forgets to pay, you can set up automatic reminders so you don't have to remind them awkwardly. I go into more details about payment reminders in another video, which you can check out here. Automating tasks like payment reminders not only saves you time and reduces awkward conversations, but also improves your chances of getting paid on time, directly impacting your business's financial stability. If you want to get started, you can check out the link below to learn more about QuickBooks Payments and grab a free invoice template or try out QuickBooks AI invoice generator today. If this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on entrepreneurship and building your business. Thank you so much for watching.